Saving money is the real reason that you may be broke, and everything you learned about saving is outdated, and you have to learn from that. The biggest thing that's super important for people is that saving alone does not build wealth. Saving is equals storing money. Investing is being able to have your money grow over the course of time. And saving protects money, but investing is the way that you actually build your money and let it compound. A lot of things that people don't know is that inflation is quietly killing your cash. Your money loses value every single year with inflation, the time value money, things like that continue to kill your money. And your purchasing power continues to go down. It's gone down by over 90% over the last 100 years. And your money isn't growing, it's just shrinking. So it's super important that you're able to understand that. And you can't outsave on a low income. Your cutting expenses only go so far. If you're not able to go and actually increase your income, you'll be able to have growth in income plus assets. If you don't build wealth by shrinking your life, you have to go and actually expand it. So expand your life and other things like that. And banks, another thing that banks don't actually make you rich, they actually use your money. Every single time you go and deposit money to the bank, they go and lend it out for other people to make interest on your own money. So let that sink in. You put that to other banks, they use it and borrow it against it to be able to create interest for themselves, while you get less than 0.0001%, where you get eaten every single year and actually lose money due to inflation. So that's something that's super important. If you're not investing your money, you're only losing every single year. And then fear keeps people in a saving mode. Understanding that fear of losing money, the fear of investment is something that is a flaw. Playing it safe is the most expensive thing that you'll ever have in your life. And if you sit on the sidelines, you see that things could decline. The price of a house has gone up by 5x since 1990s, and the price of your income has almost nearly stayed the same. So you'll never become wealthy if you just have your money to the side. You'll never be wealthy if you rely just on your paycheck. You'll never be wealthy if you just think that you'll have to have everything you need just by the money you have in the bank account. It has to grow in over the course of time if you want to become successful and build wealth over the course of time. And wealthy use money as a tool. They use capital as a tool to be able to have investments, be able to have stocks, to have businesses, to have real estate, and also building skills. Money isn't meant to sit, it's meant to move. If your money's not moving to different things that are able to grow over the course of time, it's just gonna go and diminish. And then basically saving without strategy is just stagnation. And you have no plan, you're just catching cash, and then you're not building assets. If your money doesn't have a job, it's just not working for you. So it's something you have to put it in work for you. But something that's super important, it's super important to have balance in your life. You want to have spend recklessly. You don't have over too much to invest. You have 6 months to a year of savings before you actually even invest, in case you have emergencies and sort of up and coming expenses or things that might come out of the way. And then be able to have a short-term savings specifically for a purpose. It is super important for people to understand that saving isn't bad, but stopping at saving is. You can't just stop at just saving. You have to go farther beyond that. And something that's super important is that I started early because I understand my time is my greatest ability. And people say, you don't need to invest that much money. You can just use that later. Yes, having you starting so young is something that's super important because time is your greatest asset. And I didn't wait until I had a lot. I started with $5. I started with $10. I started with $15. I started with $20. You don't need that much money to get started. You just have to start. Creating all these excuses will keep you broke. And it'll keep you in the same situation you were last year, while everyone around you is becoming wealthy who are taking advantage of this opportunity. It is not about comparing yourself to others, but it's understanding that you have to take your life in your hands. No one's going to come to save you. No one's going to come in and give you that opportunity except yourself. And I can give you all this information in the world, but if you don't implement it, it doesn't mean a single thing. And the biggest thing is that I didn't get ahead because I was saving. I used because I already learned how to use my money. And most people struggle their whole life. Most people save their whole life and still struggle. It's because they never learn how to grow their money. And don't just learn how to save money, but learn how to make your money work for you. And this is something super important. If you don't know how to build wealth, I want you to follow. I want you to share this information. I want you to pass this on to others, because my goal is to decrease the wealth gap in the community, and this is an opportunity for you. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. I hope you all have an amazing day. Bye.